Hello, this is Maggie from Rock Paper Copy, www.rockpapercopy.com. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to research hashtags, which means how to find the most relevant hashtags for your social media campaigns, and we can use them for Twitter or Instagram. They're working best on those two platforms, but they can also be used as regular keywords within your content, because the research will have the same process as searching for new keywords. So we are going to start our search from Keyword Planner, which is part of Google AdWords platform. So basically you have to load Google AdWords, sign in with your Google account, and then find Keyword Planner just under the Tools tab. So once you click on the Tools, you will see a drop-down menu, and Keyword Planner is the third link down. So there we go. This is the Keyword Planner page, and this particular research is based on how I did the research for our new client this morning. So basically it will be the walkthrough of the same technique that I used. So first of all, I click search for new keywords using a phrase, website or category. I don't like using a website or category because it puts a bit of limit on the keyword selection you get in the process. So what I do, I put a list of possible keywords. So I was looking for keywords or hashtags for a diamond jewelry website. So what I did, I started with putting diamond jewelry. This is the spelling of US, because he wasn't based in US, but he was targeting US clients. So diamond jewelry, diamond necklace, diamond earrings, obviously engagement rings, and this is a good start of, you can put as many keywords as you want. You can put 20, 30, 40 combinations. That's not a problem. This is just a sort of just to give you an idea of what to do. Now targeting United States as default, which is great, or languages, Google, negative keywords. Now we leave all of them as they are. We change only one thing, and this is under keyword options. You've got 4 different options to choose from, and one of them that I'm going to untick or switch on is only show ideas closely related to my search terms, because it means that the keyword ideas I'm going to get will be within the jewelry niche and not all over the place. For example, that they won't involve the I don't know, maybe movie titles that contain the same keyword that I have put in, and show me the how many searches people do make. So obviously it is within the jewelry topic. So the keyword planner is now searching, and it showed us keyword ideas list, which are the data for the keywords that I have just put in. So engagement rings between 100,000 and 1 million monthly searches, which is great. Obviously, if you wanted to use it with our next AdWords campaign, this is how much we would pay for each click. Diamond earrings, a little bit less, between 10,000 and 100,000 searches per month, so this is high. Diamond necklace, the same. Diamond jewelry, between 1,000 and 10,000 searches. Now, below this, we've got a list of possible related keywords that we could use, and what I like to do, I like to click this average monthly searches tab, which will sort out the keywords from the most popular most searched for in terms of the searches per month, which will give us the most popular searches at the very top. So the first one is cheap engagement ring. Now I know the client doesn't want to target the deal seekers. He wants to sort of he wants to place himself in a premium jewelry market. So we won't be using this keyword. Diamond engagement rings. This is very good. Simple engagement rings. And what I did this morning, I opened a Word file and I could type in the possible keywords that we can use later. So diamond engagement rings, diamond engagement rings, simple engagement rings. Quite a good search volume, so we will put it. Simple engagement rings. Aquamarine, I think it's too specific, and I'm not sure if the client actually had aquamarine engagement rings, pearl engagement rings, ruby. It's quite a good search volumes for quite a specific term. Engagement rings for men, engagement rings, diamond earring studs. Okay, so this is another option because the client is selling earrings, diamond earrings, studs, white gold engagement rings, oval engagement rings. We'll put white gold. Gold engagement rings. I think oval will be just too specific. Emerald gold engagement rings. Is it the similar that I have just put in? No, white gold. Okay, white gold and gold engagement rings. Princess cut. We're going to leave the more specific ones. Vintage engagement rings. Okay, we're going to put vintage engagement rings because the vintage market is still going very strong. Vintage engagement rings, and there was another keyword about necklace, so we're going to save it as well. Gold diamond necklace. Lower search volumes, but still worth our attention. Now we've got the list ready. About 6 keywords. You can put as many as you want. The next step now that I like to take is go to Google Trends. It's google.com/trends, and it will give you an approximate search volumes for the last few years, and also predicted search volumes for the next year or next few years, because that's what it does. It sort of predicts the trends, so we can pick the term that has got the that is most promising when it comes to future trends. So let's test diamond engagement rings first. We see it's worldwide past 5 years. We can change it just in time range to smaller scale, and we can see that that it's been good. The search has been good, but obviously the interest is dropping. But we're going to see how it compares with our other terms, because we can do it as well. And the chart for different keyword will have a different color. So other search terms, simple engagement rings, and this will be in red. So you can see how it compares to the first term. It's much lower, so it could be less of interest for us or the client. So we are going to swap this one for diamond earrings stats. This is diamond earrings stats, not diamond earring stats. If I would be searching I would put diamond earring stats, but obviously we cannot put what we think it should be. Obviously it's the people who search for it. Still it's too low. White gold engagement rings, it's a little bit more specific, so I don't think it will be high, but we're going to see. Now we're not going to remove from the list no, it's actually better than the previous ones. We're not going to remove from the list the ones that perform low, because we will need them in our next step of the search. We're going to check this one. And the next step of the search will be specific for hashtag. So this is the keyword part. It's the keyword sort of tool. This is very good. Vintage engagement ring. So yes, vintage is definitely still searched for. Gold necklace. And we're going to add it as the third term right now. Gold necklace, and compare it with the previous two. And we see that it is growing in popularity. It is much higher than the previous two, so it will definitely go on the top of our list, which means it is our top priority. Now if we scroll down on the page, we will see even more details. So we will see interest by region, which regions the searches are performed. So these are the numbers related to color. So 22 diamond necklace. If we hover over the area, so United States, somewhere here is Canada. United States, diamond engagement rings, gold necklace, still quite popular. South Africa, diamond engagement rings, they're searched for. This is Saudi Arabia. This is Saudi Arabia, this is Southeast Asia here. And this is Australia as well. And we've got another interesting chart here, because these are related queries and how much they're rising per month. So interestingly, this Morganite engagement ring, which is very specific, rises at 2,250% rate, which is fantastic. We're not going to use this one. Halo diamond ring, rise at 400%. Rose cut diamond, Vera Wang rings, Vera Wang, Warren James, over diamond ring as well. There was one of the keywords that I actually skipped, so I'm going to test it in a second. These are related queries to vintage engagement rings, but these are all breakouts. This is land antiques. Okay, so these are more vintage. I'm going to check another keyword, which is this one, oval diamond ring, which I have missed, and it might give us good results. Diamond rings, I think it was rings or ring. Okay, it will be in green, so we're going to see how it compares with the other three. It is not that impressive, so we're going to leave it for now. So we've got those few of them here. The next step of our search is we go to webster.me, and this is a website that researches hashtags, especially for Instagram. Although it won't give us related keywords as the tool we're going to visit in a moment, it will give us the idea how many each search or each hashtag is being used on Instagram, which means how many people use it and how popular it is. First of all, gold necklace. My laptop is very slow. Okay, gold necklace. It has over 83,000 hashtags, active active right now. The rest is lower, comparably not similar. Gold necklaces is much lower, so we're going to go with singular form. The next one, diamond engagement rings. Now it's quite as we see, it's quite a big difference between singular and plural form. So when you search for keywords or hashtags, it's worth checking if the alternative form maybe it performs better. So diamond engagement, will we see the full form if we I think it's still loading. Okay. It's diamond engagement rings, I believe. Okay, 2000, so much lower than gold necklace. Now we're going to see simple engagement rings. Okay, this is really low, but we'll leave it for now. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make a big gap between those two, so we know that one group it performs much better than the other one. I'm going to test the third phrase. That doesn't look too good. Only one hashtag, so obviously keywords and hashtags still are not that similar in terms of searches. Going to see what gold engagement rings. 149. No, we're not going to use these as hashtags. And that's the last one we're going to test. Vintage engagement rings, which performed quite well to Google Trends. This is our term, but this seems to be much better, and I'm going to see which one it is. I think it's vintage engagement ring, which is singular. So this is I mentioned before that singular form might perform better than plural form and other way around. So we're going to swap it, vintage engagement ring. Much better. Okay. Let's leave it. Crop it and move it to our better hashtags group. Okay, I didn't have to save this one yet. Now the third step, the third page we're going to check is hashtagify me, which is hashtagify.me, and obviously it is related to all the hashtags in this website. I like the most, apart from Google Trends and Google Planner, because it gives us an idea of related keywords and gives us nice looking charts as well. So visually, I especially like to compare the data in form of charts, in form of this kind of nice visually designed I don't know, pie charts or whatever they're called, like bubbles. It gives me, I memorize the data much quicker, so I like this one better. And I like to use this table mode. What I'm going to do is search tag. We're going to search all of them, but start from the best ones. Gold necklace. Gold necklace first. Is it searching? Not sure. I think so, yes. So gold necklace. Surprisingly, it is performing worse. I'm sorry, as hashtag compared to other phrases, which we can also note. Jewelry. And with these phrases, we'll go back to Google Trends and Google Keyword Planner to draw our final list. gold not necessarily might relate to jewelry. It might relate to investment or I don't know, gold makeup, something like that. FB, let's see, MMTT, jewelry trends, fashion, and necklace. Right. Put necklace as well because the client is selling necklaces. The next one, diamond engagement ring. So I'm going to copy and paste. I'm going to type it. Necklace. This one. Diamond engagement rings. And we see more phrases. Engagement rings. It performs better than diamond engagement rings. So we're going to put it below. Engagement rings. Cheap. It's not for our current strategy, but definitely would be useful for different strategy. Another one, vintage engagement ring, and I've got high hopes about this one. Okay, it changes. Wedding, good trending hashtag on our list. Is it wedding or weddings? To check. No, wedding, vintage jewelry. Vintage jewelry. I used to live in the UK, so I'm used to UK spelling, so US a little bit different, but yeah, always mix, not always, but sometimes. Engagement rings, jewelry, and then I think we've got engagement rings already here. Yeah, engagement rings, engagement ring, bridal on our list. Now the next one, jewelry, so we have already found it from this website. So with this in tow, should we check this one as well? Just yes, although they didn't perform very well, but they might direct us to much better performing related keywords. Not enough data. Okay, never mind. What we're going to do is go back to Google Trends. Yeah, because I closed the window. Google Planner is still open. We're going to use it again. Now Google Trends. We're going to check the phrases that we have just added and compare it with the previous ones. So we'll see which ones we can use in our final project. First of all, we'll start from the bottom. Okay, it's still thinking. Bridal. Okay, it obviously fluctuates and comes to, I think, in January for some reason. I don't think that it's a summer trend, obviously summer weddings, but start preparation in January. Okay, and now we can see the countries as well where it's the most popular, but for some reason the United States is not on top, so we might not use it in our final strategy because the client wants to connect with US clients, so I might need to remove this one. Vintage jewelry, so that's also worth noting the country list where the keyword is popular in the country. In which countries? Vintage jewelry. the jury will be red. Compared to blue, it is definitely very low. We will have to remove this one. Wedding. It's wedding, not weddings. So I have to remember about the correct form, plural or singular, because it can make a huge difference in search results. Quite good, not as good as bridal, but we're going to no, actually no. Wedding is much better. Now we're going to see the list of the countries. So definitely USA is included, all those key areas as well. Canada, perfect. We're going to go back to related searches now, but we're going to see that. That's very impressive. I'm very happy with this term. Engagement rings. So we're going to add that as a third term to the comparison table, comparison chart. And engagement rings much lower about the countries. Three compared to the wedding engagement rings. 3 wedding, 44 in USA. Okay, I'm going to leave this one, necklace. Necklace is almost comparable to bridal term. We're going to see how it compares within, that's interesting, within Finland. Yeah, 6 searches per month compared to, for necklace compared to 44 per wedding, but we're going to leave it anyway. And now we're going to check the jury term. And I think jury will be quite high because it is quite a broad term. Yeah, it's much higher than bridal and necklace, and we can use that. How does it shape on the US area? Yes, jury 14 searches, not 14 searches, 14 users. Is it per month? I'm not sure. It's a good idea to see which term ranked highest in each region during the specified time. Okay, it's percent, obviously. It is all percent. This is 14% compared within the 100% searches. Now we're going to put vintage engagement ring, which I think we already checked, but using Google Trends. Now we check the plural version. Now we're checking the singular version, which we found is much better. Purple, not that impressive, I have to say, but we've got a certain list here which we can use, and what I can do is copy this list, because we're going to use these as hashtags, but I'm going to go back to Keyword Planner to see exactly how many searches each keyword gets per month, and get ideas. So what I did, I just clicked modify search with the last search that I have performed, and I pasted the list of new keywords that we have just found. So which of them performs the best? jury between 100,000 and a million searches. Medium competition, which is fantastic. Now the wedding is low competition. 100 keywords between 1 million keywords searches per month. Quite competitive price when it comes to AdWords, so it's worth noting only 81 pence per click if you wanted to run AdWords. 98 pence for a necklace. So obviously jewelry, necklace, wedding would be our first ones, then gold necklace, diamond engagement rings, and vintage engagement rings. And now, having this list, what I can do is prepare them as hashtags already and use them each time I will be creating the Instagram and Twitter post for my customer. Now it's worth noting that 2 or 3 word phrases we have to go through each time and put them as one word. So diamond engagement rings, because it's a hashtag, so this way it will work. Vintage engagement ring, so this is the singular form. Jewelry and necklace and wedding, and this is the list ready. We can use other hashtags, but these are the most relevant. These will help us connect with clients who are already searching for the products that we are selling, and won't necessarily bring us the traffic that is not ready to buy. So it won't bring us the non-relevant traffic, because not traffic is equal. We can use these keywords with our Instagram ads, with our Facebook ads, and our Twitter ads. I believe you can use, there are some sponsored posts as well. So you can use this because we know we can trust them. We've got volumes, we've got searches, we've got interest. These are rising in popularity, and these won't waste our money because we've got only few of them, and they are highly customized. So I hope you found it useful. If you liked this video, please subscribe to my channel and follow me on social media: Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. It's at rockpapercopy. Also visit my website at www.rockpapercopy.com. And this was Maggie on the topic of how to research hashtags. Thank you very much for your time.